Jimmer Mania is back in 2024. We are live in Studio B. This is your day-to-day BYU
Did it ever end?
Play-by-play. I'm Spencer Linton alongside Jarom Jordan. Probably not.
Maybe it's just still going. Yeah.
Well, the center of Jimmer Mania, Jimmer Fredette, joins us now on BYUSN to recap a weekend at the Final Four and give us the latest on his pursuit of 3x3 gold in the Paris Olympics. Jimmer, let's start with Phoenix and the Final Four weekend. You were a prominent part of Friday, and you got to kind of show off what your team's going to do at the open practice before UConn and Alabama shot around. What was the Final Four weekend like?
It's incredible, right? I had been there one other time in 2011 to receive, our the Player of the Year awards. They do it at the Final Four, and that was in Houston. It was a really cool experience, but at the same time, this was a different vein by being able to be out on the floor and actually play during halftime of the UConn-Alabama game. We played right before the open practices on Friday, and it was just incredible. They did an amazing job in Arizona. The floor was great. Obviously, the venue was great. We went to the Fan Fest and played a game there, and were able to do some interactions and appearances there. So just to be a part of the whole weekend was amazing. But, I mean, they put on a crazy good production. It's amazing how much goes into the Final Four, and they've done an incredible job of making sure that everything was going off on time. It went really smoothly. So credit to USA Basketball in the Final Four for getting that done, because it's the first time we played the exhibition game at halftime of Final Four games. So it's really cool.
Is that the biggest crowd you played in front of?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that was 80,000 people, right? Like, we had played in that stadium before against Arizona State. I'm sure you guys remember. Yeah. When we played James Harden's team and everything, where, I felt like we won the game.
Charles is about to should have counted. It should have counted.
Show it right now. If you have the footage, show it right now. I mean, goodness gracious. So we had played in that arena before. It was a different setup because they had brought in stands, and they kind of cut off half of it, whereas in the Final Four, it's literally the whole football stadium in the middle of the arena. So honestly, if you're watching it in the arena, it's kind of hard to see because everything's so far away, but incredible atmosphere.
Jimmer Fredette is with us on BYU Sports Nation. We can't help but wonder what your emotions were like as you see the Final Four and think about your own college experience taking BYU to the Sweet 16. So how do you balance the emotions of that, of what was so close to happening for BYU when you were playing for the Cougars?
Yeah, it's bittersweet, right? Every time the tournament comes around, I love watching it because we have such great memories. Obviously, we're able to advance my junior year, and then senior year was able to make it to the Sweet 16, and something BYU hadn't done for a long time. So it was obviously amazing, but we felt like we could have made it to a Final Four and even won a national championship that year. We had a special squad, and it was a lot of fun. So to be able to lose in overtime always brings back memories in that Sweet 16 round. But to be at the Final Four and feel the energy and still be able to play basketball on that floor, even if it was during halftime, I mean, it was still 80,000 people in there, and it was still the energy and still the hype, and it still feels very, very similar. So an experience that my teammates and I will never, ever forget, for sure.
Okay, let's just settle this. So if you beat Florida, you would have played Butler, who was an 8 seed, who went on a run, right? They beat Florida. They beat 11 seed VCU. Are you beating 8 seed Butler? Are you beating 11 seed VCU? And are you playing for the national title?
I think so, of course. I mean, that's, we were confident in our abilities. We felt like we were playing good basketball. Obviously didn't have the height that we necessarily wanted at that point. But against Butler, I felt like it wouldn't have been as much of a deal, and some of the other teams that we would have played against. So obviously Butler is a great team. They had made runs in the tournament before, which Shelvin Mack was on that team, and I know him pretty well, so I'm sure he would have given a different answer. But for me, yeah, we would have made it, and that would have been a game we wouldn't have lost, right? We would have been so close. We would have been prepared for that, and rode that energy to make it to the Final Four, and hopefully with a national championship. Obviously would have had to gone through Kemba and UConn, who had an incredible run at that time too, and they were super hot. So that would have been a fun game to be able to play in. But you look back and there's nothing you can do about it now. You just reminisce and say what ifs. But fortunate enough to at least be able to make it to the Sweet 16 that second weekend.
Well, of note, Jimmer, your team was the last BYU basketball team to even get to the round of 32. And we all thought, okay, this is the year. Mark Pope's squad, they've been so good in the Big 12. They're battle-tested. They're going to get to at least Saturday and get to at least a second-round game. It didn't happen. You played on some good squads that felt like you were going to get to that at least second round, but you lost your freshman year, you lost your sophomore year before you finally broke through, albeit in a double overtime game your junior season. So what did going through those tough experiences, your first two go-arounds in the NCAA tournament, do to help your team kind of break through in later years?
Yeah, I'm just glad that we didn't play Texas A&M our third year because who knows, it felt like they had our number for some reason. For me, I think there's a lot of stuff that comes with being in the NCAA tournament besides basketball that you don't realize as a player. The media, the hype, the practices, all the stuff. And then once you get on the actual floor, it's a way bigger stage than you can even imagine. It's the most pressure you've ever felt as a basketball player up to that point. So being able to go through that a couple of times first, and then be able to break through our junior and our senior year definitely helped, especially for me, being able to play in all four of those games, have experience, and just understand that all the stuff that goes around it and the pressure that you're going to feel, right? So if you're playing against a team that may have not felt that and you've gone through it a couple times, that's going to be an advantage for you because you're able to settle your nerves maybe a little bit quicker than the other team and be able to get into your regular motions and be able to start playing, basketball. But also it just helps with the being able to understand the urgency of the situation. You come out, play, and know that this is a do or die type situation. You don't really feel that until you lose that game and you're like, oh, wow, it really is over. So to be able to have that feeling, to understand all the stuff that goes around it, all that experience is going to help moving forward for sure.
With that said, which juggernaut do you have tonight, UConn or Purdue winning the national title?
Yeah, I was able to watch them both in person, at the weekend. They're both really impressive. They're by far the two best teams that have been playing all year. So I'm glad both of them are in the final because this is the best matchup. I think UConn is still going to win. Coach Hurley obviously has those guys playing extremely well. They're very, very confident. They have one guy in Klingen that actually is a decent matchup for Edey. Obviously, no one's a great matchup for Edey, but he's someone that can at least be in his way. Long, athletic shot blocker. So if he's out, that's going to be a change in a dynamic. If they can get him in foul trouble, or if Edey can get in foul trouble, one of the two, I think that's going to be something to watch out for. But UConn's just playing such good basketball that they run such good actions. They're patient. They're good defensively and offensively. They've been here before. They've been in this game last year. I just think that they're the team that's going to come away with it, but I think it's going to be a really good game. So I'm excited to watch it tonight.
Jimmer, Jackson Robinson is in decision mode now. He has to decide whether he's going to go to the NBA and pursue being drafted. Right now, he's a projected mid to late second round pick, or if he's going to come back to BYU for one more year. You went through a similar scenario at the end of your junior season. What goes into making a decision like that, and what advice would you offer Jackson?
Yeah, I'd tell him to enjoy this experience, go out, get as many workouts as he possibly can, get as much intel as he possibly can, talk to the GMs, talk to the people around the organization, try to see what they're really thinking, obviously be close with his agency and see what they're thinking. His family, obviously keep close. And then talk with people that you trust that aren't just yes men, that are actually going to tell you, hey, this is really what you're looking at. And this is, the actual opportunities that you have. Once you get all that intel, then be able to make a decision, right? And that's kind of what I did. I was fortunate enough to be able to work out with, 5 different teams, one of them being the Celtics when Danny was there at that time. So I was able to talk to him, and he was really able to tell me kind of what he thought specifically, which was very, very helpful to me at the time. So because of that, I tell him to go out there and enjoy the experience, to get as much NBA gear as you possibly can. There's nothing better than the NBA socks. So make sure you go do that. And then from there, make a decision that's best for him and his family at that point. So I'm confident. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's going in there to do. Hopefully he goes out and shows well, obviously, in these camps. I'm sure he will. He's a great shooter, great player, good athlete, and obviously a really great kid. That he'll do well in the interviews and talking with the staff and everything. So I'm looking forward to his decision. Selfishly, we want him to come back, but we want obviously the best for whatever he does.
Yeah, NBA socks. I've heard they're super soft. I swear I had a pair a couple of years ago that somehow I got, I don't know, from Nike or something. And I was like, yeah, these are next level. So, yeah, I'm sure you still have a bunch. Okay, let's finish with this. What's your schedule like the next couple of months leading up to Paris?
Yeah, so, just obviously got back from the Final Four. We have this week at home. And then for the rest of the month, we are gone. We go to New York for a media tour. We go to Springfield, Massachusetts for our first national tournament that we have here that we're hosting. Then we go from there straight to Tokyo to Japan to play in a tournament, our first World Tour event, which will be great to continue to ramp up for the Olympics. Then in May is a lot of training and getting together as a team. End of May, we go out and go to France, and then we go to Mongolia right afterwards and kind of just start the whole deal. We'll be gone a lot in June and obviously in July. We'll be over in Paris in like mid July to kind of start training over in Paris. And so, yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up from then and super excited for it. But our group is prepared and ready, and we're, getting better and better as we go throughout these days.
Are you ready for no air conditioning in the Olympic Village?
Well, it's funny because we're under USA Basketball umbrella, right? So because of that, we get the same experience as the 5-on-5 USA Basketball team.
Look at you guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we actually do not stay at the Olympic Village. They have a hotel for us booked out.
Nice.
That I've heard is very nice. And so we will get to experience the Village by going in and being able to trade pins and hang out and go to the food and all that stuff. But we do not have to stay in the actual Village for our accommodations, which is, I think we'll get the best of both worlds. Thanks, LeBron,
Yes, you will.
Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Thank you guys for keeping us under your umbrella.
Great. So tender mercies for Jimmer Fredette in 3x3 basketball. Hey, it's great to talk to you, Jimmer. We're super excited for what's ahead for you. And as always, we appreciate the time, man. Be well.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Jimmer Fredette, once again on BYU Sports Nation, playing at the Final Four.